Welcome to this LogixOne Operator for Zoho CRM instructional video. In this video, we're going to demonstrate just how simple and easy it is for you to install LogixOne Operator for Zoho CRM into your own Zoho CRM environment. So by now you've found us in the Zoho Marketplace and you've clicked the install button. You'll be presented with this start screen here and with information on how to do it. Please note that's important that once you've installed this, after the install has been complete of the extension, that you navigate to the new LogixOne Scheduler module that will be installed inside your Zoho CRM environment. But I'll show that in this video. So all you need to do is agree to the terms and conditions, click continue, and select which profiles you want to allow access to it. So in this example, we'll say for all users, click confirm. And here you can either pay for your subscription monthly or annually, or take advantage of a 10-day free trial. Please note that the installation that you're installing here allows you to have a maximum of 2 active operators in your system. So what we'll do now is just select the 10-day free trial and we'll install that. And then we'll just wait for it to install. It does take around about 30 to 60 seconds to install, so please be patient while it installs. And you'll notice here that we got the confirmation that the extension's been installed. And so there we go. The Zoho Marketplace extension has now been installed. But we need to complete one more step, and that is to navigate to the LogixOne Scheduler module. So please read here. This is very important that you do this. So let's go do that now. Let's go up here to our other modules, and there we go. There's our LogixOne Scheduler module that has been installed. If we click that, okay, now what we need to do is basically authenticate your Zoho or this particular Zoho CRM environment with LogixOne Operator. And so to do that, we've got some other information here that you might find relevant, just advising you that you need an enterprise version of Zoho CRM. So Zoho One subscriptions are capable of installing this, or Zoho CRM Enterprise. Any of those versions will work. And of course you need to have administrator access. All right. So what you need to do is basically come to this little hyperlink here. Please click here to continue with the authorization. We'll click that, and then you'll be asked to authorize, just like any other Zoho Marketplace app that you've probably installed into your CRM environment. So we'll just click accept. And there we go. The installation is now complete. And then we've also got a video in here on how to customize this link, but we'll add that into this video as well. Okay, so now we know the installation is complete. All right, so all we need to do now is go back into our CRM environment, and let's go to the, let's refresh the LogixOne Scheduler environment. And there we go. Now we have LogixOne Scheduler running, and we can test this by testing the mapping functionality. You'll see here that we haven't created any operators as yet, so we don't see those here. We need to do that, and we'll do that in the how to use or quick start video guide. That'll be for another video. But to test that your instance of LogixOne Operator is working, just come to the view section, select the drop down box, click the map, okay, and then come into the select filter and select, say, accounts, and then watch here, and then we can see that this is mapping. Okay, so if you've got any accounts here, I've got some accounts in Vic, in the state, and then I can click apply. And if we zoom out, I think there's one up here. There it is there. Okay, so you can see that it's mapping that account. So now we know that LogixOne Operator has been installed correctly. All right, so at this point, we've installed the platform. What we need to do now is come in and make a few modifications in some of the modules that have had new fields created in them. The first one that you want to look at is your sales order module. So let's navigate to the sales order module, the native sales order module that lives inside CRM. And it's important to note that LogixOne Operator utilizes the Zoho sales order module to create jobs. It utilizes the native sales order module and also the native invoice module, and of course also the native products module. So let's go and have a look at the sales order module, because we need to make a few little cleanups after we've installed LogixOne Operator, because Zoho Marketplace isn't that sophisticated when installing new fields into existing modules. So let's do that. We can either come in and create a sales order, and you'll see here that it's created these fields, and all of the LogixOne fields are represented by an L1 at the beginning of them. So that's an easy way for you to know that that's a LogixOne field. All right, so what we're going to do is edit the layout for here to just clean this up a little bit. You can either do that from here by clicking Edit Page Layout, or what you can do is come into the settings, go to Customization, Modules and Fields, come down to Sales Orders and click Layouts, and then click the standard layout. Okay, so here's our standard layout here. And now let's just go about customizing this layout just to make it easier when you're creating jobs. All right, so what I'm going to do is, I'll just take that out, that's from an earlier. I'm going to create a new section here. All right, so I'm going to grab the new section field, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put it under the sales order information, and I'm going to call that LogixOne Operator Fields. You can call this whatever you like. Okay, so now I've got a new section here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop any of these fields that begin with L1 into this section here, just to make it easier again. So the first field that we're going to grab is the LogixOne job starts. Okay, we're going to grab that field and we're going to put that down in here. So this is the start date and time. And then we're going to look for the LogixOne job ends, which is here, and we're going to drag that and we're going to put that to the right of that field. Okay, so we've got LogixOne job start, LogixOne job ends, and then we're going to put in the service frequency. So is it a one-time or a recurring event? So we're going to grab the LogixOne job service frequency job field, and we're going to bring that and we're going to drop that under there. Okay, and then we're going to grab the, sorry, we're going to move the LogixOne job service frequency underneath the job starts, and then we're going to grab the LogixOne repeat every, and we're going to put that underneath the job ends. Okay, and then we're going to grab the LogixOne job exclude days. So these are days that we don't want the jobs to occur. And then we're going to grab the LogixOne job repeat ends, and we're going to put that over here. And then we're going to grab the LogixOne operator, and we're going to put that there. And then we're going to grab the LogixOne job notification field, and we're going to put that there. And then we're going to grab the LogixOne job requires a signature, stick that there. And then the last field. Okay, then we're going to grab the LogixOne job notes and we're going to put that at the bottom here. Okay, so now we've got everything, all the fields that we need to create a job in the one section. It just makes it much easier for your operators and your admin team to be able to create their jobs here. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just save that. Now, just a quick note, if you wanted to, what you could do is actually create a new layout that basically just contains the information that you want in your jobs. Okay, so what I'm going to do is quickly create a new layout, and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to clone it off the standard one, and I'm going to next, and I'm going to call this LogixOne jobs. All right, oops. All right, and you can see, because I've cloned it off the standard one, it's already copied across the section here. All right, so it just makes it easy to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove some of these fields I can't remove, but I'm going to remove a lot of these fields. Okay, I'm going to remove sales order. I'm going to remove the carrier, the excise duty, because none of these fields are probably necessary for You know, the purchase order, you may want to keep that. That's up to you. The customer number, we'll just remove all that. Pending. All right, so basically I'm just really cleaning it up. So really all I'm doing is basically having the job information. These fields here are in our demo system, so you might not have those. You might end up with only 3 or 4 fields, okay? I can take out the due date too. You may want to keep that in, that's up to you. But you can see what's important is that I'm keeping all of the LogixOne operator fields in here. You cannot, it's very important that you do not remove any of these fields or remove them because if you do, the system won't work. All right, so basically that's what I've done. I'll just move the address information up above the, um, sorry, that goes, where does that go? There. And then what I'll do is I'll just save that and then I can assign access to it to different profiles. All right, so now you can see here that now all I've got is these fields here, so that when I go and create a job, I can use this layout to make it easier for my admin team to quickly create jobs. Okay, so that's sales orders. So the next module that we need to make some updates to is the invoices module. The way that LogixOne Operator works is that a sales order um, is used to create a job, and an invoice shows you the completed job information. It's also worth noting that what you can do is actually come into um, modules and then go to sales orders and rename it. So what I can do is rename the native sales order module, rename that. I can add that to, say for example, job cards, and then just call that the singular job card. All right, so if I save that, you'll notice now that if I come here, where is it? Where is it? There it is there. Okay, so now there's the I've changed the native module's name from sales order into job cards. And so here I can go and create a job card. All right, and so you can see now, all I've got to do is enter in this information here, select the operator, the job, LogixOne operator job details, select the service item, and create the job. So it makes it much easier to use. All right, how to do all this is for another video. We're not going to go into that right now. Okay, so as I mentioned, we just need to go back in and change the invoices module. So we'll go back into modules and fields. We'll go to invoices. We might actually change that. Let's do that now. Let's change that to completed jobs. Okay. You could leave it as invoices if you wanted to. All right. Yeah, that's entirely up to you, but we'll just change that to completed jobs. And then what we'll do is we'll go into the completed job. So actually what you're looking at in here is an invoice. All right. You can see that here from the URL. This is actually the invoices module. We've just changed the name of it. And then what we'll do is we'll create one and we'll come in and we'll edit the layout here. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but you'll notice in the layout that here's the LogixOne operator fields that are important that get captured when the jobs are completed from the operator app. But let's go and do that. Let's just edit the layout. Again, you could do that from the settings menu. Let's drag and drop a new section. Let's take that old one out. Let's rename that to operator fields, and then let's drag and drop any of these fields. So LogixOne operator, that's who completed the job. The LogixOne job, sorry, there's something a bit wrong with my mouse. LogixOne. Okay, so there you go. I've basically copied all of the LogixOne operator fields into the native invoice module so that when the jobs are completed, you'll be able to see all of the completed information here, of course, as well as the invoice, the final invoiced items. But again, the how-to is for another video. This here, we're just showing you how to clean up and utilize to make the modules that you're going to use, the native sales order module, the native invoice module, look a little bit cleaner for your admin team. Again, you could actually go and create a new layout for this. and copy it, um, and just show the fields that you want to show. But you could do that. That's up to you. Again, remember that you need to show all of these fields. You can't remove any of these fields, because if you do, LogixOne Operator will have some issues operating. All right, so that's the native invoice module. The other module that actually gets installed is LogixOne Operators here. Again, we'll go over that in the how-to video, but you can go in and create an operator here, and then you'll notice we've got LogixOne Operator name, LogixOne Operator login password, the status, the login email, and so forth. Again, you could modify this layout if you wanted to. That's entirely up to you. It's also worth noting that you can also come in here and create new fields, right? If you wanted to come into the LogixOne Operator field and you wanted to put the operator's mobile number in here, then yeah, you could do that. You could come in here, just basically grab a phone field and give it a name. All right. If you wanted to do that, you could do that. So given that we're using Zoho CRM, you've got a lot of function, a lot of capability to set up the system and modify and customize it to work to your to meet your business needs and requirements. So again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us using the details below. We'd be more than happy to assist you with your install and help you get started using LogixOne Operator for Zoho CRM. Thanks for watching.